Hello and welcome to HBFT Gaming. I'm HBFT and we are here for our very first look at Starvaders. Now, as I understand it, this is supposed to be some kind of a cross between Slay the Spire, Into the Breach, and Space Invaders. Now, Space Invaders I've personally played. Slay the Spire I've kind of seen a little bit of, and Into the Breach I have never touched. So overall, this is a pretty new experience for me, and I can't wait to check it out with ya. Let's get right into it. Full tutorial, standard gameplay intro recommended for new players, a full run with a scripted start. Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. Looks like we're some kind of a mechanic. Ha! Finally, my snazzy two-handed fusion drive's alive. Time to take this baby out for a spin. I'm assuming that's 2H is two-handed. Atta girl, didn't think that old rig had this much life left in her. Just promise not to be too reckless out there this time, okay? Of course. When's Ace Pilot Infernal Roxy ever been wrecked? Wait a minute. So who's she talking to? Is she talking to this drive here? What in the blazes is that? Oh, it's like a klaxon. What in the world? Warning. 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 I'm assuming they're being invaded. Oh my god. Red alert. Code Fermi. Hostile contact confirmed. All combat pilots report to deployment stations immediately. Mom, round up the others and head for the shelters. I'll protect everyone this time, whatever it takes. This time? Go show them what you're made of, Rox. So now I'm assuming she's talking to her mom. Just please come back to me in one piece, okay, my sweetheart? Okay, so she was talking to her mom, and she's known for being a bit reckless, and she's going to defend Earth. Choose an encounter. Kwanzari battle. The invasion has begun. There's no time to waste. Get ready to deploy the mech right now. Press the proceed button to start. Oh, wow. Oh, this is us. Okay, we're Gunner. This is your mech. You got here just in time. Here's a quick tutorial to help you get started. To win a combat encounter, you must destroy all invaders. The invaders spawn at the top of the grid and move down towards the bottom every turn. You need to destroy them before they get to the bottom 3 rows of the grid. So it's like this marker right here. This zone right here is the no-go area, I'm assuming. If the invaders reach the bottom 3 rows, they'll start generating doom. You lose if you get to 5 doom. So there's this big counter in the upper left-hand corner. Gotcha. Let's get ready to fight. First, let's draw some cards. Oh wow, a lot of pictures, not a lot of descriptions here. You can play cards to move your mech and attack the invaders. If you hover over a card, their description is shown in the panel on the right side. Oh, there you go. Oh, look, there are the words. Awesome. Try playing a few cards in your hand. Hint, the fire card only fires bullets upward in the column above you. Okay, thank you very much. Well, if we take a look, fire 1 bullet upward. And if you look at this, this is shift to move 1 to 2 tiles. Oh, like Space Invaders. Left, right, shoot straight up, right? And do these guys have health? Move down each turn. Well, if I go ahead and take a shot, does this use up a certain number of actions or something? Rewind, spend chrono tokens, and in the left side, that's my entire deck. So I'll go ahead and shoot first. Do I just place it right here? Nice. All right, there's 1 hit. Objective, destroy all invaders. I'm assuming I can play as many cards as I want. But obvious, so that'll be the limitation. So the number of cards is kind of like my action points yet. There we go. Excellent. Nice work. Cards are moved to your discard pile when played. You have no more cards to play, so when your turn to continue. Okay, that makes sense. Alien activity. Oh boy. This is like Space Invaders. Each turn you draw 5 cards into your hand. You draw cards from the draw pile. When the draw pile is empty, the cards in your discard pile will be shuffled back into the draw pile. Cards generate heat when played. The heat cost of a card is indicated by the amount of icons on the card. If your heat goes over the limit on the left side of the screen, your mech will overheat. Flames indicate that you will overheat if it is played. Overheating will burn the played card and immediately end your turn. Burnt cards lose the ability to be played. Let's try it. Play cards until you overheat, and it ends your turn. So it seems like each of these cards are going to generate 1 heat, right? And we can actually sustain up to 3. So I do need to move in order to really shoot or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and move 1. I'm going to fire twice. So hit 1 and hit 2. Now I'm at 3, so this is going to overheat. They said that I want to overheat. I don't particularly want to. Although I suppose it's going to end the turn, right? So if I move to the right and I overheat, what happens? It's getting hot in here. Oh, and then it just resets the heat and ends the turn. Oh, that's not bad. So you can actually go 1 over, yeah? That was hot. In addition to drawing cards, you also reset your heat each turn. Oh, okay. Some cards like the Nova Bomb card in your hand can spawn bombs on empty tiles on the grid. Bombs only detonate when destroyed. If you ever need more info on a card, invader, or keyword, you can always get the details with a right click. Oh, really? So if I right click here... Oh, nice! That's super slick. Moves down each turn, +1 doom, no additional information. And if we look here, this is a whole new card here. Detonates and strikes adjacent tiles when destroyed. Spawn a Nova Bomb up to 4 tiles away. Detonates and strikes adjacent tiles. Wow, that's super cool. And it actually has a common rarity. So you notice this one's a little different, right? It's got that green on the bottom. View possible components. Oh my god. Wow, okay, this is a very slick interface. I like how it's just nested and contextual. That's super, super nice and very accessible. So I probably want to pop this. I'm going to go ahead and place a Nova Bomb. That's up to 4 away. So I probably want to move left first, then place La Bomb, then shoot La Bomb. There it is. And we're going to go ahead and move and then overheat, and it's going to end the turn and reset the heat. That's not bad at all. I totally thought the overheat mechanic would have me like shut down and I lose a turn or something like that. Some invaders will try to attack you. It's not that bad if you get hit though. You'll only gain a temporary junk card in your discard pile. Oh, wait, in my discard pile? Why would I care about my discard pile if it's temporary? Does that mean that it actually cycles it into my full deck? I guess we'll find out, right? If you ever make a mistake or need a new hand, you can rewind to the start of your turn and draw new cards by spending chrono tokens. So we got 3 rewinds. You should be good to go for the rest of the battle. Good luck. Okay, fair enough. Well, this is going to generate doom. I don't want it. +1 doom right now. So we got to go in and take that shot. There it is. Curious if this guy takes multiple hits, fires down at you. When your mech is struck, you gain a junk card. Purge this card, so it will fill up your hand with unnecessary cards that do nothing except need to be purged. So maybe it's temporary just in the sense it goes in the discard pile, gets cycled into the deck. I draw it, and then I have to purge it, and then it's out of the deck. But it's not permanent in the sense that you can't get rid of it, right? So maybe that's what they mean. So I'm going to go ahead and move, shoot the guy who's about to shoot here, send that, cancel his shot, and then we're going to go ahead and shift, I suppose, in the one closest. Well, no, I'm going to move to the one who's about to shoot, and it's going to end the turn. My assumption is he has to queue that shot up, right? And this is shift, move is burnt. Oh, wow. Interesting. So I didn't realize I've been burning all of my shift cards. Okay. Fair enough. So that is the cost. They did mention that, but I didn't quite understand how that is actually burning it for the rest of the battle. That's significant. That's significant. Let's go in and take the shot. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to move and I'm going to use the burnt card. Right? Can I use the burnt card? Or does it just fill up the slot? More info. Burnt cards are unplayable. You can get burnt cards through effects such as overheating. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's pretty important. Well, I'll just do this and end the turn of my own volition then so I don't burn any more cards, right? Yeah, we've got a regular shift. We can move, cancel the doom. And I'm going to go ahead and place a bomb, let's say, here for the next turn. End the turn. There's the last invader, I think. We're going to do a regular shift. Oh boy, what happens if I shoot this? Can I shoot in other directions? I think I can, right? So if I do, let's say this, and then shoot it, does that work? Oh no, I only shoot straight up. I totally forgot. Well, so he's going on that side. Oh boy. Can I shoot? No, shooting only goes up. I can't shoot to the side. I was hoping that I could, but I'm wrong. So I suppose I'll put another bomb there. Can I end the turn? Do I have another shift card that's not burnt? Victory. Oh, how did I win that one? That's interesting. So somehow I won that one, but the guy was still alive, right? At the end of each combat, you get to pick a reward to add to your deck. Nice. Cluster Fire, Prime, and Crossfire. We've got, this seems to be, because of the color on the bottom, a higher rarity. and then these two here would be common or green, right? So cluster fire. Fire one bullet up from your mech and from each bomb. So if I place bombs and then I shoot the bullet, it'll also shoot straight up from all of those locations. That's pretty awesome. And prime, push your mech down. Your next card played gets +1 repeat. I have no idea what that is. Oh, here we go. You can look at your current deck with this button right here. Nice. A lot of fire and shift and 1 bomb. Fair enough. I'm curious what repeat is. Cards that have repeats will trigger their entire effect that many additional times without repeating the energy cost. Oh! Your next card plays gets +1 repeat, so you get to shoot a fire and then maybe shoot it twice. That's pretty epic, yeah? And push your mech down. Entities that are pushed in a direction will move 1 tile in that direction. If another entity's in the way, both entities are struck instead. Okay, and then we got crossfire. 2 heat generated. Fire 1 bullet upward that splits into 2 on hit. Strikes the first entity in the fired direction. Splits into 2, but like, does it go... It ends up hitting that target and hitting it again, or does it split and then go in a random direction? I'm not too sure. I guess out of all of these, I'll get the fancy one, the cluster fire here. That sounds pretty epic. And what do we have? Choose an encounter. This Hahara battle, bonus -1 doom. Oh, nice. So if we win this one, my assumption is this doom meter, I didn't realize it's permanent. We're actually going to bump that down. That's epic. Out here, you get to pick your next encounter. Your goal for each turn is to prevent the doom of Earth and survive all 3 acts. Good luck. Well, let's do Sahara Battle. We're going to do that one. And I'm assuming that means we're going to come up against these invaders and some new one we've never seen before. So off we go. We're going to the fancy one to bump the doom down. Oh, my doom's been reset? I thought we were at... Oh, you know what? Maybe it occurs immediately, that effect. So we had 1 out of 5 in the upper left-hand corner, and now we're at 0 out of 5 instantly. I thought we had to win the battle first, but that's kind of nice to get that benefit. So we got a brand new enemy, the Swarmer. When your turn ends, destroys itself if not adjacent to another Swarmer. Oh, well then, you notice there's 3 of them. So if they're going to destroy themselves, does that mean they just have an explosive radius? It just says itself, and if they're not next to another Swarmer, so if I pop the one in the middle, then you can see these are already in a bad state. They're about to blow up, so that's very, very handy. I suppose I'm going to assume this guy's going to clear. I don't have to shoot him, so I'm going to shift over to the left, and I'm just going to end my turn right there. So there are the shots. Did I take any damage? Nope. Oh, I wonder what happens if they shoot endless tiles. Tiles that'll be struck if an entity stays on it, okay? Some entities can gain a shield, which must be broken before they can be destroyed. Time Angel. When destroyed, gain a chrono token. Oh my goodness. I wonder if that's permanent. Flies away 2 turns after spawning. So it's like a loot goblin, right? It's not actually going to hurt me. You got to shoot it twice, though, to break the shield and then kill it, I think. Well, I am glad to send a bomb, but the bomb, I think, only blows things up to the left, the bottom, the top, and the right, basically anywhere adjacent. So I suppose you know what I could do? If I really want to get that Time Angel, I could move to the right, set a bomb, and then shoot the bomb, right? Oh, actually, I don't think that's going to do it. It's only going to pop the shield, right? I think I'm going to let that guy go. Let's go in and end the turn. So pop, pop, pop. There we go. He's still around. And we've got fire 1 bullet up from your mech and from each bomb. That sounds awesome. Send it. Okay, that was awesome, because essentially the shot came from myself and the bomb. The one that came from the bomb busted the shield, and then the one that came from me blew up the bomb, which then dealt damage after the shield was gone. That's really cool. That is an epic card. That is really great. Well, I can also move to the left, clear 1. Now we've got 1 remaining. End the turn. We're not burning any cards here. We're going to need 2 shifts to move over to the right, and then it's game over for the Space Invaders. High five. That's awesome. Victory. So my assumption is, yep, we get a new card. Oh, what's this? So it says fire here. Spawn a Nova Bomb. When destroyed, detonate and strikes adjacent tiles. Fire 1 bullet upward. I'm curious why it says fire. Cards with the fire component also count as having fire in its title. Interesting. So I'm guessing there is some benefit to that, like something else buffs cards that have fire on it. I'm not sure. Here we go. Siphon Fire. This one's a rare card. Fire 1 bullet upward. If you break a shield, you get +1 heat sink for the remainder of the encounter. That's epic. That's like heat capacity, I think. And into the fray, move 1 to 4 tiles, so much faster. If you enter a danger zone, your next attack this turn is free. Okay, that would be super helpful against the current enemies that we've got. I realize that this is such a highfalutin rarity right here, but I'm going with Into the Fray because the ability to move around. Oh my god, does this tell us related cards? Take a look at this. Your next attack that card turn this turn is free, and look below my cursor. It shows 4 fire cards plus that really fancy card we got, and sure enough, these are all the cards that it applies to from our current deck. That's epic. All 4 fire plus cluster fire, and if you mouse over, man, that is a smart UI decision. Look at that. Attack cards from your current deck, 4 fire cards, and a cluster fire card. I'm gonna grab this. It's totally synergistic despite its rarity being like common, right? That's epic. A gift. Oh, nice. I'm guessing on the upper right hand corner, undiscovered boss incoming. I'm guessing this right here maybe signals the gift. Is it another card? Pick an artifact. Oh, nice. This is an artifact. Artifacts will improve your mech with powerful passive abilities. The first time that you overheat, draw 2 cards and get +2 heat sink next turn. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm curious if that's just constantly there. Yep, it's always there, but the deck size hasn't increased. That's great news. So we've gone, oh my god, Shooter Gang. What's this? Encounter is dangerous. More difficult, but better rewards. So we get an artifact. Oh, I see. So Elysia Battle is a little simpler. You get a card at the end. Polaria Code Red, you get a rare card. I mean, I like rare cards. And then Artifact is the best. I'm gonna go for this one. I don't know if that's smart, but we got chrono tokens, right? And then we'll also be able to find if I use a chrono token, if it's permanent or not, right? So for Science It, let's go. We're going for the most difficult one right now. Not that I'm the best, but this should be interesting. So maybe it's difficult because you have to clear enemies in order to build space, right? So I have a shift, thank God. I'm gonna shift over to the left. I'm gonna place a bomb right here. And I think I'm just gonna hold. I probably could have shot first, but well, actually no, we should probably work on this front line. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire now. Oh no, see, okay, I may have to burn this guy. And now I've overheated and I burnt a card because I didn't think that one through. There would have been the bomb. I'm curious if he shot our bomb, if he would blow it up, actually, now that I think about that. That's pretty epic if that's the case. We've got Cluster Fire. Fire a bullet from your mech and from each bomb, but I don't have more. So I'm going to go ahead and send one to break the shield. And then we're going to go ahead and send, I guess, Cluster Fire here, which might be a bit of a waste, but we'll get a chrono token, right? There it is. And I'm going to hang tight. All the shots. So we're about to get more Doom, and this is permanent, so that's what makes this such a doozy, I think, right? If you enter a danger zone, your next attack this turn is free. Well, that's going to be very helpful, so I might use Into the Fray on this one. And I'm really curious if the bomb will safeguard us. Like, if I place a bomb here and they shoot it, will it blow up, right? I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to place that. Look, it screens this area right here. I'm going to move directly into a danger zone, and I'm going to take the shot, which should be free. It doesn't generate heat on the left. That's pretty awesome. And then I'll try to think ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and move over here behind the bomb, and then we'll end the turn here. They should shoot the bomb. It should blow up these two, right? Nice! High five. Friendly fire. Have a shooter kill another invader. Excellent. Excellent. Well, let's go ahead, and we've got 2 Doom potentially coming. I don't have enough. Well, I do have Cluster Fire, actually. I do have Cluster Fire. I may have to really push this. So I'm going to overheat and burn a card. So I'm going to go ahead and take... Well, I'm going to take the Cluster Fire shot so I don't burn that one. And unfortunately, I don't think I can prevent... I can only move 1 to 2. It's not Into the Fray. So unfortunately, I will take a Doom tick off of this. I can't get over there fast enough. So I'm going to move... Maybe I won't then. I'm not going to burn any cards, because if I move to the left, it's going to fill up heat to 3 out of 3. I'd have to move again and then fire, but I won't be able to do that. So, well, I guess in that case, I'll just be in the middle, so it's easier for me to move left and right, and I'll end the turn. So now I'm going to take a Doom tick right there, unfortunately. Careful, there's an invader channeling Doom. You must destroy them to stop it. Absolutely. So I'm going to move to the left. I'm going to take the shot. There it is. I'm going to enter the fray into the danger zone, which is going to make the next attack free. And I'm going to take that shot, end the battle. High five. Beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Artifact. Pick an artifact. Gift card. Each turn, return a random post-cost card, a random zero-cost card from your discard pile to your hand. Do I have zero-cost cards? Like, how does that work? I'm guessing all of these are zero-cost cards? Does that refer to... There's no additional... That's interesting. I'm curious if these are considered zero cost, if there's some other cost. I know there's heat as a cost, so I don't know if that counts. Shrapnel. All detonations also fire a bullet in a random upward direction, okay? And insulation. The first time you draw a junk or burnt card each turn, draw one card. Oh, nice. So it kind of compensates for the burning. I don't know if I'm going to be burning often. I don't know if I'm going to have enough bombs. I only have one. I think I'm going to take gift card, and we're going to first science this. Zero cost. Oh, I don't have any zero cost cards. It tells me that on the bottom there. So I'm guessing heat counts as a cost. So if I mouse over here, it says I have zero cost cards. So I suppose the only other ones applicable to me right now are these. And I have pretty much one bomb. I guess it'll cause even more destruction to make it more powerful. And then this allows me to draw more cards whenever I burn or get junk cards. I think I'm going to go with Shrapnel, even though I'm tempted to get the other one. Min's Workshop. Oh, it's like a shop. Oh, hey, Min. Tip, help me with my research. Plus 1,000 for each purchase. So I'm going to need to make 6 purchases in order to... Oh, my God, I can tip with stars. Well, I guess I started now. I might as well go. I'm not too sure. I'm guessing stars are the currency up here. Used to buy cards, artifacts, and remove them at Min's Workshop. Okay. Well, whoops. Remove a card to thin the deck. Thermal Beam, an artifact. Unused heat sink is added to your heat sink next turn. Oh, really? Gunner cards generate heat when played. If you exceed your heat sink, you will overheat. So if you only use, let's say, 2 heat, I'm assuming that third one that you didn't use will actually be available in the next turn. That's pretty awesome. And start with a supply drop on the grid when destroyed. Draw 3 cards and reset your heat. Is this every battle? That's pretty epic. You know what? Just because it's a little more fourth... I think I might do Thermal Beam, but what else do we have? Lock and Load, Tactic card. Oh, draw 3 cards. Cards drawn with fire in its title are free this turn. Nice. Well, guess what? We have cards with fire in the title. Oh, wait, I didn't pick that one. But all the fire cards themselves are going to be free that turn. That's pretty epic. We've got Aegis Bomb. Spawn an Aegis Bomb up to 4 tiles away. Aegis Bomb. What's the difference between a regular one? You have a max of 3 bombs on the grid. You go over the limit, the Odos will detonate. Cards with fire, bullet, select for more info. Spawns with a shield. Detonates with a +1 radius. Oh, spawns with a shield. I suppose it's a good blocker, perhaps. We've also got Titan Rocket. Choose a tile and purge this card. Launch a rocket at it when your turn ends. Oh, well, epic. Strikes target and adjacent tiles. Wow. So it's like a on-demand bomb, right? And fire 1 bullet upward. If you destroy an entity, make the most expensive card in your hand free this turn. Oh! I mean, right now I don't really have expensive cards, but that's pretty epic. So this costs 2. I don't know. This seems awesome. Lock and Load. That's going to cost us, what, 800? Yeah, and then this one's 11.9. We can get both. I'm going to get the Thermal Beam. I'm going to get Lock and Load. Oh, wait, can I not? Oh, it's 5,800, I think. Is that right? Yeah, it's 5,800. My bad. Well, in that case, I guess the only thing I can do is help with research. Let's do it. And we're 1 away from hitting the next tier. No idea what that is. Let's go. Come back next time. I don't think I have a choice, Min. And the mothership. Here we go. Warning. New. Well done. You've reached the very first boss. Some entities like the mothership can gain and lose immunity. They cannot be harmed while they are immune. Here's the mothership. Immune until both wings are destroyed. spawns more invaders, and launches rockets at you. +3 doom. I'm assuming that means they're going to be coming closer and closer, right? So we have to destroy the wings first. So that's this one and this one. And I'm assuming it's going to light up these gems or something, right? So we've got cluster fire, we've got bombs. One of the cool things is we can actually place the bomb here, and we can actually cluster fire and remove these two at the same time. So shot out. Excellent. High five. Take a look at that. And then we've got one more, but he's immune to it right now. I'm actually going to move behind the bomb and shield myself and then end that turn. So he spawns more. Oh my god. Okay, that's quite a significant volume here, right? Well, nice thing is I can into the fray and enter a danger zone. Your next attack this turn is free. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the shot, wipe out that gentleman, and then I'm actually going to oh boy, I have no shots here, unfortunately, but I am going to move over to the right side and just prepare because we're about to get a doom tick, right? So that just, oh, I didn't real, oh, nice, shrapnel. So that last bomb usually just hits in a cross pattern, but shrapnel had a random direction with a bullet, and apparently it hit the guy on the diagonal as well. That's pretty darn epic. Now, obviously, we've got a bit of an issue here. We've got someone in the doom area. I'm gonna pop right here. I'm gonna grab the bomb and place it this way to pop the shooter. I'm gonna shoot Migo. Oh, look at that. We didn't use all of the heat, so we get another one this turn that's epic. And I'm going to move over to... Actually, I'm noticing here that there's all these, like, do not be here tiles. Apparently, I can move forward as well. Move 1 to 2 tiles. Well, I better move forward. I'm curious if they're going to hurt me, right? You see what's happening here, or am I blocking him? I'll go in and end the turn. Ah, so it is a rocket, so I don't want to be there. That explodes. And he went around me. Very interesting. Went around me. And I don't know. I did see that there used to be 3 different diamonds here. I'm noticing there's a shield, protect entities against 1 strike. And then in the middle, does it say anything about the diamond? I'm assuming immunity? I'm not too sure, to be perfectly honest. So there's into the fray. Move 1 to 4 tiles. Okay, so let's see. This is 1 to 2, but I can only shoot in front of me. Or I can do this. Into the fray 1 to 4. So 1, 2, 3 is my assumption. I'll go and head them off. I'll take a shot. I will take another shot. Obviously, that guy's going to be in doom. I'm about to overheat. And this artifact, the first time you overheat, draw 2 cards, get +2 heat sink next turn. I'm going to go ahead and burn one of the shifts. The artifact triggers. And next turn, I'll have +2 heat and draw 2 more cards, right? So I should have 7 instead of 5. That's awesome. Wow, and it used the fire starter. I'm curious if that's just for this battle. I sure hope it is. Oh my god, I guess that's the boss there, and these are the wings. He left the wings behind, so we can totally separate. Well, oh boy. I'm about to get hit with a rocket, so there's that. I can place a bomb. I can move to the left. And if I do cluster fire, it'll hit both of these gentlemen, right? So send it. There it is. And now the bomb is just sitting as follows. We've got 2 more heat. I can move into the danger zone, get a free attack. Shot to... Oh, wait, that's not going to help me. I was about to blow up the bomb, but that doesn't help me right now. So I guess I will move out of it, and I'm going to end the turn. I kind of misplayed that one a little bit. There we go. Well, now the bomb can do something. It's right next to a wing, right? It's right next to a wing. I got a burnt shift. I really need to pop that bomb. The problem that I see here is I'm currently in an explosive situation. I'm curious, does that mean I die if I get hit, like, instantly? I've never actually been hit before. And I don't see any health anywhere. Do you know what I mean? So I can move once. I can't move with the burnt card, unfortunately. What I really want to do is move to the right, shoot twice, pop the bomb. Yay, that's awesome. But then what do I do? Because then all of a sudden I'm stuck and I get hit by a rocket. So because I don't know whether I die off a 1 hit, my assumption is yes. I don't know if it tells me here. Not really. Unless it tells me in combat, perhaps. I don't think so. So I think I have no choice but to avoid the attack, unfortunately, and then just end the turn. Fortunately, I've got the thermal beam, so I'll get that back in heat sinking next turn. So end the turn. There's the rocket. There are the shots. They're moving into the doom counter right here. And the bomb isn't accomplishing too much at the moment. So I'm going to try and... Oh, chain reaction bomb. How's that going to work? Well... Okay. One thing I could do is move over to the right out of the explosion, toss a bomb here, which this gentleman will trigger. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this guy. And then I think if I end the turn right now, he's going to hit this one and he's going to blow both of them up. So end the turn. No, he did not. How did that work? I guess when they give you the doom counter, they just disappear, right? So they just sort of like give up at that point. Well, I do have the cluster fire. So let me... Now, cluster fire allows you to shoot out of the bombs themselves, which will break the shield. So that's one thing. Into the fray allows the next attack to be free. I could shoot to clear this, pop this guy. What a... That's a toughie. That's a toughie. I'm trying to get the most out of this. I suppose I can't really move right now, so I probably need to pop this. But I can into the fray here, get a free attack. Okay, I'm going to cluster fire, which is going to shoot from both of the bombs and blow the bomb and kill that guy all at the same time, I hope. Shot. Excellent. So we broke the shield. We can now take a shot and blow up the wing. Look at that. High five. One wing down. And I'm just going to end this turn right here. There we go. So we get 3 more heat on the next turn. Because of thermal beam, now we have 6 for the turn. And this is the danger zone. I'm going to shift. Take a shot. Clear that. Put the bomb. Shift over. Take a shot and watch this chain reaction. High five. Man, that is epic. End turn. Wow. That is amazing. And what's kind of neat is that we had the extra heat sinking from the thermal beam, and we used 5 out of 6, which normally we cannot. So we had a delta of 1, and that came over as 1 point of heat, and now we've got 4 on this turn. I know that sounds a little convoluted, but that's pretty awesome. So let's go in and break that shield and break the boss. High five. That's great. Look at that. 3,300 cash. And we even get an artifact. So Red Giant, apparently this is of the legendary status. Cards with bomb in their title cost +1 heat. Increase the radius of all detonations by 1. Well, that's pretty epic. I'm curious, though, if the bomb actually blows up in a cross pattern, if it just makes it a longer cross, or if it actually expands out in diagonal as well. My guess is only as good as I can imagine, right? NG89. Each turn a random attack in your hand gets +1 repeat the next time it's played. That's powerful. That's powerful, allowing that random card to shoot multiple times. And we got Holtzman's shields. Any shield broken by your bullets detonate, striking adjacent tiles so they turn into shrapnel. That's pretty awesome as well, especially just to clear out anyone who's got shields. This is really, really nice. This is very consistent. I think I'm going to take the more random one just because it sounds so fun. And that's really great. So right now we're in Act 2, Undiscovered Boss. We got to get through 3 acts to save Earth, yeah? Phew, you made it to Act 2. When you reach a new act, you refill your chrono tokens. Okay, so that answers my question without using any chrono tokens. They are permanent until they can be refilled. So we've got bonus to remove the Doom. We get an attack card specifically with attack in it, or an upgrade. I don't know what that is. After combat, choose 1 of 3 offered upgrades for cards in your deck. Okay, that's more interesting to me than a whole nother card, but this gets me -1 Doom. Maybe I can waylay this benefit for now and do the one I find more interesting, because maybe if I play well, then I won't get Doom. That's my... cross your fingers. I'm betting a lot on my abilities here, so off we go. Oh wow, completely different. La 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 la. So we've got blobs. When destroyed, it splits into smaller blobs. I'm guessing it can be either one. The blob bomb self-detonates and gives you a shimmer if you are stuck, which is purge this card if unplayed, give a shield to a random invader. Oh my god. And then there was also the mini blob, which is just moving down regular old enemy. And then we've got shelled. When its shield breaks, aha, shield, so shields were important, right? We would have turned it into a living bomb if it had the Holtzman shield. When its shield breaks during your turn, gains immunity this turn, so you have to do it across a couple of different turns, right? Fair enough. Oh, that's a little rough. Well, maybe we can get extra benefit by moving up like this, tossing a bomb right there, and then shooting twice like this. And we get mini blobs just like that, and we're going to end the turn. Gained a junk card. Oh, interesting. Was that... I didn't catch who sent the bomb. I'm curious, maybe that was one of the slimes? That might have been one of the effects. I don't remember, right? Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and move back. That's 1 and 2. So I see that you can actually move down and up and left and right. So 1 to 2 tiles, we're going to go ahead and move like that and take a double ping right here. Broke the shield, but he went immune. Oh, I guess this maybe dulled out diamond or gem means immunity. That might be what that is. So shooting right now doesn't help me, but I'm just going to stay right still here. End the turn. He doesn't have the shield anymore, though, so that's a plus-ish. We've got multiple cluster fire, which is just a regular old shot because I don't have the bomb right now. We'll go ahead and... I guess I will do a cluster fire, though, just to hit the next shield and prime that guy. Oh, nice! Wow. Oh, that's right. The bomb broke his shield. I never broke the shield in the first place. Fair enough. Well, oh boy, this is... You remember the whole thing about not triggering Doom? This is a bit of problematic. I really need to prime these turtles. I'll take the shot to break the shield, and I will end the turn. Oh boy, the Doom is coming. So much Doom right now. My kingdom for a bomb. All right, so I place the bomb here, or I pop the turtle, place the bomb, step away and shoot it. But then I'm going to be in the way of the bomb, right? Unless I step back. Well, I've got 4 heat to work with. I can step back, send the bomb, pop the blob, or I can send the bomb here and hit all these guys. That's probably more economical, even though I'm going to suffer Doom. Okay, I'm making a choice here. I'm going to set the Nova Bomb. I do have access to the Shrapnel artifact, so all detonations also fire a bullet in a random upward direction. So that means I might hit this blob and split him, or I might hit this mini blob and split him, and then I'm going to also break the shield at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and take a double tap right here. Oh, nice! He never triggered it. Wow, that's pretty epic. And then I suppose... Oh, boy. Well... Golly. I guess I'll... Now I don't know if I want to blow up that bomb just yet, but... Sure, let's do it. And shot on the bomb. And it went straight up instead of diagonal. End the turn. Oh boy, so there's all the Doom. Plus 4 Doom. Oh my god. Most junk cards will purge themselves when played. They're still purged when overheating. Okay, fair enough. When I play them. So that's going to be plus 2 Doom. Okay, move. Shot. That split that. I'm going to get 2 Doom right here. I don't have a way of stopping it, unfortunately. I'm going to center myself just to make it easier to respond. And I'm curious if playing this burns a junk card. I think I'm just going to purge it. And I don't think it matters, right? Overheat with a junk card. Trash fire. Oh, there you go. High five. So it works. So I did get 2 Doom on that. We are facing the end of the run right here if I'm not careful. So I'm going to go in and come off to the side. I'm going to double tap the pop. That's a split. I'm going to back up. Toss the bomb. And send to detonate. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. End the turn. All right. Incoming. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. Take a shot. Move 1. And I'm going to take that Doom, right? I'm going to take that Doom. Oh, my God. I am sincerely sorry. Somehow the recording stopped, and I didn't notice until after I beat the second boss. It was quite a fight. I thought I was going to die, but it was a gigantic blob that split into many pieces, and here I am at the reward screen, so I'm really, really sorry. I'm going to go in and continue from here, but at least we get to continue towards Act 3, right? So cross your fingers. I'm not going to mess it up again, right? So off we go. So pick an artifact. Big Fridge. Cards cost maximum 1 heat. Oh, in general? So if you have a card that costs 2 heat, now it only costs 1. That's pretty epic. We've got Balloon like a bomb. All bombs are pushed upwards when your turn ends. Oh, that's epic. Like, really nudge them in. That's really great. To get into, like, nooks and crannies and stuff. And then Incinerator, when you overheat, purge the car after burning it. Then gain sparks in your hand next turn. And sparks are fire a bullet upward and purge the card. That is cool to get extra benefit out of it, but I'd rather utilize the bombs. Right now, if you look at our deck, we actually have multiple ways of using bombs right now. We've got 3 bombs, so that's pretty darn important. And even our tactic card gets us a bomb. So I'm going to say Balloon, I suppose. And here we are. I think this is the very last of the acts to save Earth. So what do we have? We've got Doom right now. I think I have to prioritize the bonus of reducing our Doom, and we're going to get an upgrade instead of expanding our deck. I like that. So off we go. Here we go. Doom is now 2 out of 5. Oh my golly. What is this? Leviathan. Leviathans must be defeated 1 segment at a time. So you have to go front to back, and this guy's got a shield. And we've got Mimic. When destroyed, add a random junk card to your discard. Ooh, boy. Oh, that's pretty nasty. Purge this card if unplayed, strike your mech. Purge this card if unplayed, you get non-fatal Doom. Oh god, these are really nasty cards here. So, alright. And they will also cause Doom, so it's not like I can just ignore them, you know what I mean? Alright, fair enough. Let's toss a... Yeah. This is a little difficult. I suppose... I'm gonna send the bomb. We're gonna pop this. That puts 2 into my discard, and it looks like we broke a shield as well. We're gonna move over to the right, and I'm curious if he moves in a straight line end the turn. No, he zigzags. Okay, so he's zigzagging here, and he actually shoots in 3 different lanes, it seems, right? So we can push. Will I push the body? So take a look at this. If I push, it's gonna break a shield on the midsection and break his head right off. That's pretty hilarious. Well, let's go ahead and do that and send it. Oh, look, the head is there. So the many heads of the Hydra, I suppose, instead of Leviathan. We'll pop this, hit the head, break that open, and then also potentially hit the second head as well. So there it is. My god, that is a really powerful shot there. And I suppose I'm going to hang tight right here and use Thermal Beam in order to get an extra heat capacity on the next turn. So incoming. There's the zigzag. So we got misfire on diagonal. That'll hit the Mimic and put more nasty stuff right here, like these 2 mangled into the pile. We've got cluster fire in order to shoot from all the bombs. I mean, that's pretty darn awesome. I suppose that would be very useful. So I think I might do that. And we have to hit this in order, it seems. So I'm going to shift into danger. He has no shield there. And I'm going to go in and cluster fire. And send a misfire diagonally to hit the head. There it is. Excellent. And end the turn. And the bomb tucks up because of Balloon Balloon, right? Balloon. Okay, so I can move in a dangerous way, and it's not going to cost me a point to shoot 3 times and basically eliminate one of these guys, which is pretty epic. I could also toss a bomb out this way. If I put one right here, he might blow up his own shield. So I'm going to start there. We're going to enter the fray into danger. Then I'm going to go in and shoot 3 times and wreck this Leviathan. Nice. And then we've got throw bomb in order to push someone back. And it's going to be our 3rd bomb. So maximum count of bombs on the screen. There it is. And end the turn. Nice. Excellent. He blasted himself. Awesome. So Mangled, purge this card if unplayed, strike your mech. So let's go ahead and play the Mangled. Right now, the Mimic is not in the end zone. We've got Hallucination, purge this card if unplayed, draw 1 fewer card next turn. Oh my gosh. Okay. I could... Well, I mean, I could Nova Bomb, hit that. Let's just do it right here. Excellent. Beautiful. And end the turn. Incoming mimics. At least it's one at a time, right? We can remove the discard pile and shuffle it. Draw tactic and make it free when played this turn. Well, I'm going to go ahead and clear this. So take the shot. Now cycle in the discard pile. And we get a bomb that we can play for free, right? So I'm just going to place it out that way and end the turn. Excellent. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize, it didn't occur to me that Balloon moves the bomb up, and if it bumps into the enemy, that counts as attacking. That's really, really strong. That's super, super strong. So move, shot to finish. High five. That is awesome. Look at that. We get an upgrade for our existing cards. That's epic. Broken. Oh, what's that? Generates a jam in your hand instead of heat. Jam. Interesting. Broken. Purge this card, so it puts junk in my hand instead of heat. Well, I suppose it doesn't do heat, but I don't like that. I don't know if I necessarily count that as specifically an upgrade in this case. Risky. While in a danger zone, +1 repeat, so you discard and draw a tactic card like twice. That's interesting. And then tactical draw card when you enter the fray. That's the most consistent. I'm gonna take that one. I like tactical. Extra draw is always king. All right, so we can remove more doom, or we can do a hard fight and get a rare card or a legendary. I honestly think that removing the doom is kind of my guiding principle right now, because you never know when it's going to catch up to you. I do want to see the end boss, so we're going with that. I'm still paying for the sins of the past. All right, what do we have? Ready to rock. So we've got Leviathans, we got a brand new ghost. When destroyed, all other ghosts gain immunity this turn. Oh, so you can't destroy many ghosts at once. You've got to do it a little bit at a time, yeah? So I'm assuming the bounty is actually how much currency you get for the kill, is my guess. Okay, so we'd have to shoot 3 times to blow through the shield, the Leviathan head, and hit the ghost at the same time if we wanted to do that. I suppose we could pop the head by moving to the right, double tapping here, break the shield, break the head, and then take a shot to hit the ghost. There we go. So all other ghosts are now immune for the turn, but I'm ending the turn. There we go. That resets their immunity momentarily. It's almost like they're like stunned a little bit or something, right? So we've got diagonal fire with misfire. We've got the bomb. Bomb's pretty darn awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and toss that out. Do a double tap here. Hit that Leviathan. Epic. And then shift on out. So, I guess shift to center here. I could take a shot and overheat. I think it's a little early for that. I mean, I suppose I could pop the Mimic with this. Let's end the turn. A little nervous about this because we've got 2 Doom sources and everything's closing in rather rapidly and I can't clear all the ghosts at once. So I really need to stay on top of that. We have the ability to draw a card within the fray. That's pretty awesome. I might need to do that. So if I toss out this bomb balloon, we'll actually hit that guy and hit him in the face with his shield. We can also chain fire as well, so that's helpful. I suppose... Okay, but I also need to deal with the Doom, right? I can get in front of this guy. I can toss a bomb out this way. I might do that. So I'm going to toss a bomb out this way, get in front of this guy, and cluster fire. Excellent, excellent. And let's not force the hand. End turn. Okay, so everyone is now all over the place. Oh my gosh. All right, I wish I had into the fray. I can move here. I could throw a bomb, push these into each other. Then I've got the problem of this gentleman right here. And I don't have a way to move out is the problem. I could also draw a tactic card to get a bomb. This guy's coming in on the next turn. I suppose I could pop this twice. There we go. That clears a Leviathan. The ghosts are immune on this one. But I'm going to toss a bomb out this way. Boosted. If you just played a move, +1 repeat. Oh, nice. Well, let me go ahead and move a little bit. Then toss it out like this. And I'm going to toss another one here in order to push into his face. And he's going to blow these up and hopefully blow up the head. End turn. High five. Wow. Okay, this game has some combos. Okay, so we got to purge a card ideally, right? We've got cluster fire to shoot out of bombs. I don't have any bombs on the field. We got misfire on diagonal. I can hit the Mimic. If we head out this way, if we head this way, we're going to be able to hit this guy. He's got a shield on. We can into the fray and draw a card. I might do that, actually. So there we go. We got a card. The attack itself, the next attack is free. So let me go ahead and toss out a bomb this way. So we'll do a free cluster fire. There it is. That's excellent. And I'm going to try to purge this card. And let's hold and turn. All right, we got one Doom coming on in. Coming on in. I'm going to have to move twice in order to get rid of this guy. I need to finish my selection, huh? Oh, I can't go that far. Oh, no. Okay, that's a bit problematic. I don't have a way. I'm going to pick up that Doom no matter what I do, right? I guess I'll take the shot here. Clear the shield. And I suppose purge the card, because I can't stop that gentleman, unfortunately. There it is. And the turn. So I did get a Doom tick there. And now we've got enough to finish us. We got to be really careful. So let's go ahead and do a misfire right there. Shift. Shift. Shot. High five. There it is. Barely made it. Excellent. So pick a card. Incinerate. A tactic card. Purge this card and all of your burnt cards. Create that many sparks in your hand. That's nice. So if you actually overheat quite often, this could be very powerful because it could allow us to purge multiple things at the same time and get benefit out of it, which will also be just passing in temporary bullets. That's pretty awesome. Scorching Sun. Strike tiles in a line up to 2 tiles away. Range is increased by 1 for each burnt card that you own. Oh, interesting. All of these are interacting with burnt here. I'm assuming tiles in a line up to 2 tiles. You can actually hit through people. And then we've got Plasma Fire. Fire 1 bullet upward, chains to nearby invaders for each junk or burnt card in your hand and discard. Well, since they're in discard, I actually like this a whole lot. I like this a whole lot. Because otherwise it's just a regular bullet card, right? So I'm going to grab Plasma Fire. There we go. So right now we are sitting at 1 more fight until this non-combat special. We can either get an upgrade, we can reduce. I don't really want more cards, if I'm perfectly honest, as much as I want to reduce the Doom. I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going for Sahara Contact out here to get an upgrade to our existing cards, yeah? So off we go. We really got to land this one, though. We cannot afford more Doom here. I can push the Mimic, at least, into an empty situation. So I'm just going to go in and pop this guy into danger. He's going to get hit. I could also toss a bomb out this way. That'd be one. I could move and then I could shoot and overheat. Or I can into the fray and... Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to into the fray here. I'm going to place the bomb, which is heat 3. But then I'm going to get a free attack and double tap this guy straight into the bomb. Excellent. High five. Beautiful. And end the turn. Excellent. Man, Into the Fray is such a good card, and that one had tactical on it to draw an extra card. That's awesome. All right, so what do we have? Right now we got a big discard pile, but we've got Quick Draw, allowing us to reshuffle and draw a tactic card. We've got 2 tactic cards, but we've got Plasma Fire as well. This is for junk or burnt cards. I don't have any, so it's not going to chain around at all. Cluster Fire, though, will shoot from the bombs, so that's a plus. This is going to break shields. I'm going to send the first shot here, break that shield, and then Cluster Fire, dropping out the Leviathan head. This guy's going to snake on forward to this position on the next. So I think in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do Quick Draw. We're at heat 3, but I get to play a tactic card for free. So I'm going to put the bomb right there, and he's going to pop that one and him in the face and remove a shield. End turn. Excellent. But more importantly, we had Balloon, which moved it up, broke the shield. He shot it, then he shot himself in the face. That's even better. I didn't see that one coming, but neither did he. That's phenomenal. This one's just going to keep working its way towards the ghost, which is kind of awesome. We'll tell you what. We can move into danger, double tap this guy's face. Excellent. High five. End the turn. We're doing a good job keeping him back. The bombs and our artifacts are really helping us out here. The combo is supreme. Let's see, we got into the fray. We can move into danger. We don't have a double tap ready. I suppose I can into the fray here and attack diagonally twice in a row. I think I'm going to do that, but first, I'm going to take a shot, clear a ghost, immunity to all ghosts. We're going to move to the side with into the fray, into danger, and draw a card at the same time. We've got breach. Purge this card if unplayed. Push your mech in a random direction. Oh no. Well, I'm going to do misfire instead. There it is. And then purge this one. And end the turn. Oh man, that bomb is like really making it all the way out there, isn't it? All right, well, we've got... Oh, look at that. Plasma fire can now chain 3 times. Fire a bullet upward, chains to nearby invaders for each junk or burnt card in your hand and discard. Well, actually, you know what? We've got 0, I realized. But why is it times 3? That's epic. I didn't know it would shoot 3 times. I mean, just that alone is so strong. Well, tell you what. We can throw a bomb and push a ghost. That clears that. We can move to the side and then shoot 3 times. Nice. Clear a Leviathan. And end the turn. Epic. Okay, so Doom counter right here. I unfortunately cannot get to a spot where I can stop this. I wish I could. I wish I could, but I don't have any cards for it. Oh wait, this draws a card. I might get lucky. I need a movement to make this work, right? Off we go. I got a shift. There it is. Wow, that is so helpful. Well, I'm going to go in and double tap this one. Then I'm going to shift. Then I'm going to burn this one. There it is. High five. But obviously, I think I got whatever the effect that was on the purge card, and I don't know what it is. What happened to me? If unplayed, draw 1 fewer card next turn. Oh, did I draw 4? Well, I don't know about that. Seems okay to me. Seems okay to me. I guess we'll take a regular shot. I'm going to shift on over. Well, actually, no. I'm going to toss the Nova Bomb, and then... Oh, he's immune. So let's just quick draw. There it is. And I'll... And, well, let's get a little closer. And end the turn. We'll even get an extra heat capacity there. That's great. Plasma fire. High five. Yes, look at that. Wow. We did it. That's epic. Well, here we go. Upgrade to cards chilled. Move 1 and 2 tiles. Reduce heat cost by 1. That's pretty awesome. Fire 1 bullet upward with breezy. Reduce heat cost by 1. Bullets fired will push instead. Instead? As in, like, instead of doing damage? That's interesting, yeah. I suppose pushing does do damage. It pushes into other enemies, maybe, right? So there's that. That's cool. And quick draw. Reshuffle your discard into your draw pile. +2 repeat and purge this card. I'm actually okay with the purge. That's pretty awesome. And +2 repeat. I don't know if that's +2 repeat to this card, which would be weird. Cards that have repeats will trigger the entire effect that many additional times. This is a little odd because, think about it. If I reshuffle the discard into my draw pile and draw a tactic, then if it repeats twice over, I've got an empty discard pile. So the only thing that it will repeat is to draw a tactic card 3 times and make it free when... Okay, let's get that. Let's get that. That sounds... I don't know if it works that way, but I'm excited about it. Min's Workshop. There it is. We're at 1 out of 5 Doom. And right now, if we want to go up to the next level, I don't know what that is. That looks like Plasma Fire to me. We've got 26,700. It's going to cost us 4,000 if we want to get whatever that card is. What else do we have? We've got Threat Radar. Each time you move into a danger zone, draw a card. Wow. Combined with Into the Fray with Tactical. That'll allow us to draw 2 cards. We've got Replenish Chrono Token, heal all of your Doom. Really? You get +1 maximum Doom. Wow. So I'm guessing this is a one-time thing where we get to reduce our Doom and we get to replenish our Chrono Token. I mean, I don't know if I need it that badly, but going into the boss, who knows? Removing cards seems very attractive to me. I just am not sure what I would remove. If anything, maybe like... Where's the one that shoots diagonally? This Misfire one? That might be the only one that I'm not too super keen on. We got more Into the Fray, which is epic. So good. More Misfire. Flamethrower. Choose a card in your hand and burn it. Strike tiles in a large cone above you. And Bomb Rain. Spawn 3 Nova Bombs on random tiles. That's pretty cool too. Well, you know what? Curious how many times I can remove a card. So if I were to remove a card, and I remove Misfire, let's say, right? So I'm down to 16. And I spend 4 for this card, Returnal. Move to any tile in the center column, draw the top card of your discard. Wow, I'll take it, sure, why not? And I can keep removing cards, which is pretty epic. I like Into the Fray a lot more than I like the standard shift. So I'm going to go ahead and grab an Into the Fray, and I'm going to go ahead and remove a standard shift like that. And now I think we're pretty good, because if we look at it, we don't have too many movement cards, because I essentially did a replacement, right? So that's not too bad. Excellent. Let's go. And we're on the third boss, the final boss, I think, before we save Earth, the Kraken. I'm a little nervous. Oh, it's a lot of Leviathan-type bosses. This looks very difficult. Okay, so let's take a look. Kraken Tentacle. Oh, must be destroyed one segment at a time, just like the Leviathan, and it's got a shield, so you've got to hit it multiple times, and it's probably going to zigzag in this longer pattern instead of the very tight back and forth between 2 columns, and we've constantly got all of these safe spaces to be in, so I suppose let's toss out a bomb. We have safety here now. We can move into harm's way and double tap and clear the issue and then move out, right? We're going to overheat in the process if we do so. Well, actually, no, that's not the case. I'm going to move up like this and clear this head. There it is. High five. And now we're in a safe zone at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit closer to the middle here. And let's end the turn. Nice. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Okay, so we've got Returnal. Move to any tile in the center. Draw the top card of your discard. And if we look at the top card, I'm guessing it's this shift. I don't know whether this is top or whether that's top. That's a little confusing to me. And it's a center column tile right here. We can even be up there behind them. We can move into the fray. I might do that. I definitely am going to do that. We don't have any junk or burnt cards, so Plasma Fire is essentially just a regular card, right? So let's move here. We'll double tap the head. Excellent. We have 2 heat to play with, so we can move and shoot. I don't know if shooting or moving right now is going to do me very much good. So I'm going to go ahead and end the turn and bank the extra 2 heat capacity, which is kind of amazing. So end turn. But now we're getting way closer to doom, right? But it's okay. It's okay. So we got bomb. We can push. And it'll crunch the guy's head in. I mean, this guy needs to be pushed the most. The problem with this is it throws a bomb straight out, right? So I think I'm going to go ahead and push the person in front of us, collapse the head. We're going to move. Ooh, I can't move and hit that guy at the same time. I kind of wish I could. I suppose it's quick draw. Reshuffle your discard into your draw pile. Draw tactic. Make it free when played this turn. Oh, that's right. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So obviously we've got 12 cards in our discard pile. When we use quick draw, it's going to reshuffle the discard and basically let us draw a tactic card, which is basically a bomb. So in theory, this will allow us to throw 3 bombs. Play it, I think. So we've got a bomb. I'll put one here. We've got another bomb to push. We've got into the fray. I'm going to go here. Toss the bomb to push the head. And then I'm going to cluster fire like crazy. High five. God, that is so cool. That is so cool. That is so, so cool. Well, I mean, that's pretty awesome. I mean, I suppose let's bring ourselves to center and let us end the turn, and we'll even have 2 more heat capacity on the next turn. That is so good. End turn. Here they come. Wow, they really had to crunch around those bombs now, didn't they? Well, let's suck out this way. We'll double tap the head. That's a push and a shot. Clear. And we shall continue to center ourselves. End turn. We'll get another 2 heat capacity with thermal beam. Oh my god, I just realized the boss back here, the Kraken Shell. Immune plating made from unknowable materials. My assumption is we got to destroy all the tentacles before we can even hurt that guy, but I don't know how I'll do that and clear all this at the same time, right? Well, I wish I had the cluster fire. We do have another bomb. I put this here. I put that there. How far can we move? I mean, I can get in front of this one and shoot twice. I'm going to put a bomb on the right side here. I'm going to move into harm's way. Double tap ahead. There we go. And I realize right now I might have to use Returnal. What was the top one? Oh, it shows me on the lower right-hand corner. It's fire. So this is the top right here. Do I want to fire from this position? What is it going to do? It's not going to do anything. So I think I'm going to toss a bomb here first. Then I'm going to Returnal and move out of harm's way. And I get another bomb. That's a ×2 bomb. Oh my god. Well, there's already many bombs on the field. I'm going to end the turn. And I think they already try to explode, right? There it is. That's really helpful. Get rid of shields, right? Okay. Well, this guy's got a shield. I can move twice. I'm going to move here. Toss a bomb. I'm going to move to the right and double tap ahead. And that is a good clear. Incoming. All right, so I think these are the last chunks of this tentacle here. At least that's my hope. I'm going to toss a bomb. I'm going to into the fray while drawing a card. We shall do a free cluster fire. I'll send a regular... Well, actually, I can into the fray again. I'm going to send a regular shot. I'm going to enter the fray over here and double tap the last tentacle. High five. Oh my god, what is this? The Kraken Heart. Defeat the heart to save this timeline. Immune until after all the flesh is destroyed. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a lot of flesh to clear. Right now we're at 4 out of 5 heat. At least we're going to be shooting from the bombs. So cluster fire, send it. Immune. I'm guessing. So this is immune. That's immune. This is not immune. That's immune. That's immune. So I actually have to hit the middle is what it's got. Okay. I didn't understand that. End the turn. Oh boy. Yep. Doom meter is coming for me. It's coming for me. Well, tell you what. What's on the top? It is plasma fire. I don't have junk. I don't have burnt cards. So that's not going to help me too much. Move. That's not going to help unless I back up. I'm going to Returnal to get to the middle. I'm going to toss a bomb on the inside. I'm going to double tap. Skip repeats. Oh, spawn another Nova bomb. Gotcha, gotcha. If you just played a move, +1 repeat. Wow, because it's the boosted bomb. Okay, well, let's toss another one right next to it. And now let's double tap and hope we can clear the center. High five. Wow, that is epic. I mean, we can hit that heart, right? But it's immune until after all the flesh is destroyed. Okay, fair enough. End the turn. End the turn. It's coming. It's in the doom right now. It's seriously in the doom right now. All right, well. Toss a bomb. Move to the right. Cluster fire. Epic. So all the flesh has been removed, right? I think so. I think so. Okay, end the turn. Come on. We can enter the fray to the left. I can also Returnal and get a fire card. Let's move to the middle. I don't know if shooting it's enough. Did we remove all the flesh? This is Kraken Shell, right? I think we did. Kraken Heart. It's got a shield. Double tap it. High five. Holy crap, we did it. Wow. That's epic. Calamari as an achievement. Defeat the Kraken. So we saved Earth. Wow. What a tutorial. That's crazy. Looks like my work isn't done just yet. Oh my... What the... This version of you is unfinished. A mere fragment of your destined potential. But worry not. Even aimlessly adrift atoms with enough time and pressure will eventually coalesce into radiant stars. Go. Again and again. as many cycles as it takes until you've earned your place amongst the stars. You have unlocked the invasion difficulty. Timeline divergence. What in the world? New Act 1 invader, new Act 2 special encounter, or new Act 3 invader. Can I choose here? Oh, I guess it's just all of these things are going to happen. The timeline divergence if I proceed, right? There it is. Win a run as a cadet. And now we've moved forward with Gunner. Win a run as Roxy. So I'm guessing because we've got other characters unlocked. She's level 1 still. New set unlocked. Are these cards for the Gunner? Fire everything. Shuffle your discard into your draw pile and draw and play all cards with fire for free. What? That's amazing. Legendary indeed. Obtained by reaching level 1 Gunner. Tracer rounds. When your bullets miss or strike something immune, draw a card. Wow. Up to your hand limit of 12. Ricochet fire. Fire a bullet diagonally up and to the left. It ricochets off grid edges and shielded entities up to 3 times. Very, very cool. Pilot unlocked, obtained by completing the tutorial. So now we've got access to the level 1 Gunner. Pretty awesome. Oh my god. Gunner, win on invasion difficulty to unlock, win on apocalypse with both other mechs to unlock. There's 3 other characters, or 3 characters in total, right? So we back on up, and then we've got glossary. I'm guessing it's like all of the different... Oh, nice. This kind of reminds me of Balatro, where you've got all of the different special jokers and stuff, and then it just kind of tempts you to see, like, hey, there's so much more that you can find, right? 106 different items. Oh my god. 100 specific things to the Gunner. And we haven't even unlocked the other 2 characters yet. That is absolutely insane. Well, bunnies, thanks so much for hanging out with me as we checked out Starvaders. Again, I apologize for the recording mishap, but I gotta say that I feel like we got a really, really nice cross-section of what the game has to offer early on, and so far I've really liked the Gunner. I can't wait to play with the other 2 characters, and who knows what they've got in there. It seems like we've only really scratched the surface of what this game has to offer. I think it's a really, really polished, cool little gem of a game. So hopefully you enjoyed that one. If you did, please feel free to like, share, or comment down below. It helps us a great deal. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well, and I can't wait to get into the next one with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.